How's it going, everybody? RazingHel here, and welcome back to another episode of our playthrough of the military campaign for Stronghold 2. Today we're playing chapter number 7, Defense of the Abbey.
It is the king! I have returned, your majesty!
Worry not, I shall set him straight.
I put you all in danger. I ride forth to prevent my brother from doing any more harm.
What is going on? Where is the king?
Long story. Sir Grey, please go after William, take some men and keep him out of trouble.
My lady.
Berkeley is sure to want revenge. Seren has given me charge of the abbey. Somehow I must turn it into an impenetrable fortress and have very little time to do it.
Okay, let's get started. So it's really interesting, like when I'm using my mouse cursor, I can't see it, but it's going to appear in the recording. So if you see me doing erratic things with my mouse, that's probably why. Okay, so here's our castle. One of the first things that I want to do is get rid of this monastery because it's so in the way at the moment. And so we'll need to get our peasant population up. And then we want to put up a few woodcutters here, but not too many because otherwise they'll all go down over here by this other estate. In addition to that, I'd like to get a couple more apple farms up. It's not really that important where we put them at first. I'll probably end up deleting them to rearrange them a bit in the future. So it's not incredibly important. We also want to get some stone up and going right away. Now, this is one of those interesting things. You can only get one stone quarry down on there, even though it looks like you could get more. In regards to this estate here, first I'm going to get a market, and we're going to buy some wood, though, because we really don't start with nearly enough wood. We have a lot of gold, so it's worthwhile going ahead and buying a whole bunch. So for this estate, I'm going to buy it. It's 100 honor. Then we're going to get a carter's post here. Probably like that. And then a second one round about here. That unpause and then pause again. Then we want this estate to start producing some wood. So about 6 woodcutters, and we also want them to be a little bit self-sustaining in the food department as well, so that way we don't have to worry about popularity issues for the estate. So about 4 of those, and we also need another hovel over here. I think right about there will work. Excellent. Okay. Up here, we have a couple. Okay, actually, we're going to do some stuff down here yet. I'm going to put down the courthouse somewhere around here. Main reason is because it's closer to the granary, so that way our guard has to travel less far when apprehending a criminal. And we also put down the guardhouse and the torturers guild. Once again, putting that close to the courthouse, so that way I don't have, or close to the granary as well. That way it's a really self-contained thing, and my peasants don't have to go too far to use it, which should hopefully speed up the justice process, which is important, in my opinion, because I don't like having peasants.
Your Grace, we have brought you the Holy Scepter.
Marvelous. Without this artifact and my signature, they will never be able to usher in a new king.
Okay. I don't like it when the peasants aren't working the buildings that they're supposed to be working. And which side do I put? I think I'm putting the armory there, and then I'll put the barracks on this side. Like that. It's a good start. You can also build a tax office. We have enough stone to do it. So I think I'll put that there. Let's get some of these units on the walls. We want to put some pitch ditches down here to get started. I really don't like this one that they put there. I mean, in general, the logs setting pitch ditches on fire is sort of counterproductive, because usually what ends up happening is after you set it on fire, or once you roll the logs, it will set the pitch on fire, but it will knock the troops that were in the area of pitch out of the way. which of course means that it's no longer affecting them, right? So I'm just going to delete that. Because I think I have a better way to do this, but we'll see. So I like to do about 5. I mean, we can double these up later, right? So like if we want to extend the range out, that one is actually 6, whatever. But usually I like to keep these at about 5 and then 2 apart. So we basically will have strips like this. I mean, we can stagger them as well. I think that's probably what I will do for the next layer. So that way we have a little bit of overlap. So that way there are no direct paths for troops. But alternatively, we can put like killing pits in there instead. So yeah, I think I'll stagger this one. So I'm going to put this one 2 off. So that way, as you can see here, we'll have this little staggered effect. And that means that troops that went through the easy way, I can capture. Wow, that doesn't make any sense, does it? Yeah, whatever. I'm not all that bright at the moment. I just got up, so what else do we need? Our state seems to be functioning quite well. At this point, I probably should start doing some more recruiting. We got a lot of peasants here. Probably have a decent amount of wood. We should actually set this building up to deliver us wood, as well as this one. Oh, that one's already sending? I'm sending wood. This one is not sending anything. Okay. So after a little bit after this, I think we'll build a 3rd one in this estate, and then this one will send the pitch. As you can see at the moment, we don't have a lot of pitch, so I'm not going to do anything with that yet. But we will increase pitch production over here. It does cost quite a bit. So first, I'm going to work on building my economy, because that's more important. Let's get some wheat farms down over here. At least 3. And then we can also put some hops farms down, but we don't have enough wood for that. We should have some more wood coming in pretty shortly, so I'm not actually going to buy it then. Let's get these ranged units up on top of there. You have a lot of spears here, and spears are going to be essential for patrolling the walls to keep the ladders off of them, because otherwise what happens is our walls will easily be compromised. So that's important. I'm not sure what I want to do with this wall over here. It's a bit strange. Maybe I will... no, I suppose I won't. Okay, so we are getting some more wood in. As you can see, 72. Let's get a couple of hops farms down. I know I can build there. Stop telling me that I can't. That's a couple hops farms. I think I want to add at least 1 more apple farm and 2 more hunters. Wow, my voice is just off this morning. I think we've used all of our weapons, so now is a good time to actually start producing some more. This does require a dairy farm up here because I want to make crossbows. So it'll fit right nicely right there. And that's where we're also going to put the tanners. So 2 of those don't have any wood, but we're going to have like 100 coming in here in just a second. Oh, and that one is sending pitch. Sending 20 at a time. Okay, well, I mean, 20 is better than none. So I'm not going to do anything about... I'm not going to change anything about that order. Okay, there's our first batch of wood. As you can see, we have 50 now. And as you can see, all of these woodcutters are sticking up here because... Oh, wait, we actually do have one. One went down there. That's such a long journey, it feels like a waste. That's the reason I didn't want to do that. So there we go.
This building has no
4 Fletchers, and 2 of them are going to be producing crossbows. I might boost that up later. The number of them that actually make crossbows. So what we want to do here is get these spearmen there, and then I'm basically going to tell this group to patrol over here. Oops. So this group is going to patrol over there, and then when these get here, I'm going to have them patrol to that side, so we have a little bit of crossover. Just as soon as they're in place. Okay, like that. And for over here, I'm going to have the monks patrolling this wall.
To the walls.
So I'm going to get them right about there.
What a
And then I'm going to assign... Oops, I keep left-clicking instead of right-clicking to move them.
task.
There we go. So that should keep us safe for the first couple of invasions. We also do want to start making some iron, but we'll need... Wait, is it a criminal? Yeah, guess he'll be caught later. We do want to start making some more iron, but I'm going to need more wood first, I think. Yeah, we're running out of gold as well, so... I guess I'm going to turn up my granary rations and start taxing a little bit. How many spare peasants? We've got 9 extra peasants at the moment. So that's more than enough to build some iron mines. And we have wood coming in there as well. One of the things that I, of course, want to do is get a nice tower up and going before the second attack. That costs 120 stone, though. And at the moment, we don't have that. But, yeah, we're probably due for an attack right about now. So I'm not going to try doing anything with the walls yet. Even if we did have the gold for it. So once we get iron, this iron's going to be really good for us to make some additional gold off of. Which is why I want to get this up and going pretty soon. Because I'm a bigger fan of selling goods to make gold as opposed to taxing. That way I can usually keep my food industry relatively small. So when it comes to complications that arose with the mouse and keyboard, since I got a 10 keyless keyboard recently during the whole Black Friday sale, Stronghold 2 is one of those games that demands basically that you have a numpad on your keyboard if you want to speed up and slow down the game. So I got around this simply by mapping the speed, the game speed, to the 2 macro buttons on my mouse. So as you can see, I can increase, decrease the speed of the game simply by pressing those buttons, which is pretty nice. And I also mapped pause to a key as well. Oh, we got an attack. So I thought that was a pretty nice solution. I know it's not perfect, but it gets the job done. And I really do like not having a numpad on my keyboard because it just gets in the way of where my mouse hand usually is. It artificially separates my hands. So the first attack is relatively small. We are going to be using the pitch here, hopefully, to get rid of those archers. And they're attacking. It's still going to be a while yet. And we do have a bunch of wood. So do we have any... We got wheat. So I should actually should build a mill so we can start grinding that into grain. So there we go. Yep. There we go. Archers. Let's get that. And let's get this. And this one. So that way they're burning a lot of them. Let's get these. This would be a lot more effective than relying on our archers to take care of it. So there. It's pretty effective. I do want to get these. Light that on fire. You gonna light that? Yeah, okay. I'll light this one on fire. Hopefully do a little bit of extra fire damage here to them. One of the things that maybe I should do is get the crossbowmen a little bit closer over here. This is very clear. This is the direction that they're coming or headed in. Let's get that pitch there started. Hopefully we can burn up some of these laddermen a little bit. I'm gonna cancel their patrol attack here to hopefully get those ladders off. Wait. No, get that ladder. Guys, get the ladder. The ladder that's right by my archers, jeez. Oh my god. Get the ladder off. Can somebody... Okay, they got the ladder. Yeah, there are a whole bunch of them trying to get up this ladder. Hey, can you push that ladder off? Really? Wait, is there a swordsman up here? How did that swordsman get up here? It's baffling. Yeah, these spearmen are being stupid. And now the swordsmen are gonna get up on top. Look at that. Wow. I mean, it only takes one ladder, basically. Which is why I hate laddermen. So I shouldn't complain about them missing in Stronghold 3 now, should I? I mean, it's really annoying. It's really annoying. I don't know how else to put it. Because there's no way to directly tell them what to do, right? There's just no way to do it. Jeez. So frustrating. Right, so when there are ladders on the walls, there's no way to tell Unit Dum-Dum to target the ladder instead of attacking the troops, right? If you have if one of the laddermen manages to make it up on top of the walls, your idiotic troops will attack them instead of knocking the ladders off, which makes it unnecessarily dumb. So we'll have to do something about that in the future. Probably just making a lot of extra crossbows and stuff. That should be more than sufficient. I'm going to switch another one of these Fletchers over. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Of course, that was the building that the peasants decided to turn to crime in. Guess why? Because it's the only one that I absolutely needed. Lovely crime system, as per always. It knows the buildings that are most important to you, and it prioritizes removing peasants from working in those buildings first. At least that's the way it seems. I have no idea if there was sort of a weighted prioritization for that stuff. But yeah, ladders, my old enemy, ladders. Okay, we have enough food, so that's going to be fine. And I do need a few more ox tethers down here for transport. Because as you can see, that ox tether there is being dumb, and it's working the iron mines instead of the stone quarries, because reasons. In later games, you could actually tell them, like in Stronghold Legends, you could tell them which industry they should prefer. Yeah, look, those ladders are still there. Nobody ended up knocking them off the walls. Because that's how we roll. Laddermen for the win. We don't need any expensive siege equipment. We can just spam laddermen at your walls until you can't do anything about it. So, for those who aren't aware about how pitch works, you have a space of at least 2. The pitch won't spread. Or the fire won't spread. Which is why I have spacings of 2 here. For the most part. I don't know, my pitch is not going the way I wanted it to go. I'm missing my spacings here. But we do have quite a bit of pitch, so more than willing to set this back up. Use the pitch as required. So maybe one of the other things that I can do here is put pitch closer to the walls. But really, I would just prefer to have a nice big tower over here. We're getting close-ish. I suppose I should just buy the stone at this point. Okay. Our dairy farmer has been rehabilitated. And by being rehabilitated, we basically mean cutting his head off. At least in this game. Or at least the way I play the justice system. And I don't mess around with gibbets or anything like that. Are they gibbets? I still haven't looked that up. Like the last time I mentioned that building, I was still uncertain of whether it was called a gibbet or a gibbet. But in the interim, I still have not taken the time to look that up, which is a bit unfortunate. Because I was legitimately curious at the time, but then I simply forgot. What I'm going to do, we're going to turn the rations down a bit, and
No change in the
I'm going to be building a few more hovels here.
The land is too uneven to build.
So at least 3 more, because we have quite a few buildings now that need peasants, right? And I really really do want a tower over here. So if we... I think I'm just going to buy the stone for it. 113. They require so much stone. Still not enough stone. Yeah, okay. Now we have enough stone. I wanted one of these nice towers so that way I can put a siege unit on top of it. We're going to have to get rid of that killing pit there, which of course never did anything anyway. And I think I'm going to put a tower right like that.
Peasant has gone bad, sire.
What else is new? Yeah.
Popularity is rising.
So that should be sufficient. Look at that. The archers are just floating off the walls. And get those units up there. And the rest of the ranged units can get up on top of this gatehouse. So I probably should have my spearmen start patrolling here. Did it again.
Oh, I'm very confused.
It's a right click, not a left click.
On the walls.
So the next attack should have siege equipment in it. Which of course for us means that those rolling logs are probably going to go away. But let's get our tower mounted ballista up here. So that way I can actually target the siege engine when it appears. We do have quite a few peasants available now. How is our iron doing? Yeah, we have enough to sell. So it'll give us a little bit of extra gold there. They're still not tending to this stone here. Like this guy, this oxen's just standing. Okay, I think it was waiting for the peasant to arrive. Yeah, okay. We're having our stone needs serviced as well. Do we have any hops in? Yep. Let's build some breweries. Breweries. It's always a tricky word to pronounce. Or enunciate, I suppose. I'm not sure if we're going to use that very much. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Because things are taking too long to happen. And I'm running out of things to talk about. Or should I say complain about at this point? Yeah, it did bug me when those troops got up on top of the wall. Despite my best efforts to prevent it from happening. That's very annoying to me. If I grab this archer, yeah, okay. They can light the pitch on fire. Which is what I was interested in. I do prefer the new method of recruitment. Where basically you are able to recruit directly from the barracks. And you can expect the troops to exit from there immediately. Instead of the way that it works in this game where they actually have to walk over from the campfire. Which of course is more traditional. I mean, that is the way it worked in the original Stronghold games, but I think they improved it in games like Stronghold Legends and Stronghold 3. Of course it applies to Stronghold Crusader 2 as well, but yeah. I would say that was a distinct improvement for strategically placing the barracks. Anyway. Should I bother making some swords? It's a good question. They cost so much, and I'm not sure we really need them. Okay, I'm going to... I think we're just going to go ahead and double up this wall here. It's going to get rid of those rolling logs, but as I pointed out before, in Stronghold 2, rolling logs are really, really worthless, in my opinion. They generally tend to do more harm than good. I mean, they can knock troops back, but aside from that, they're not that incredibly useful. And the most obvious case for this is when you're using pitch. Because when you're using pitch, you don't need to knock the troops back. Like, I guess unless you're going to knock them back into it again. But the problem is the rolling logs set pitch on fire. So it's very hard to tactfully use pitch when you also have rolling logs in the same general vicinity. And that would be like my initial bias against rolling logs, I guess, especially in like these scenarios, because these are the scenarios where you use pitch. It's always fun to see the lack of a placement icon here for these killing pits. It makes it a little bit trickier to place them. And as you can see, like with this layout, we can also do some pretty effective stuff with the killing pits. Okay, it looks like we got another attack going on there. Like one of the worries that I have is this side of the castle. It's a very awkward thing to fence off. And as soon as I get enough stone, I'm going to put another tower over here. but that's going to be quite a while. Maybe we'll buy this stone. I don't think I have enough gold at the moment, though. So that will have to wait for another day.
Sire.
Check those weapons.
But I would like to do that before this is over, because maybe we can just like run an entire wall over to here. That might be the most effective way to do it. That would still be wider. That'd still be longer than this wall. Okay. Just want to make sure I've got everything going here. There's an annoying, interference on the mic there for a second. I at least want some pitch over here, now that I think about it. Okay, it looks like we're sending in the ladderman first.
We are your men.
Get a couple of these archers to light that on fire.
Your loyal archers.
Light that on fire as well. Looks like they're going in that direction anyway.
Our boars shall sing.
Oh my god, we have a trebuchet.
Those you dogs.
Let's get that. It's almost dead already anyway, so might not be as critical as I thought it was to get that tower-mounted siege equipment going. Hopefully the spearmen are not going to be dum-dums about this and actually knock the ladders off the walls this time. Oh, we got a couple of laddermen up here already. That didn't take too long. And this is going... The stone right here is going to knock a lot of our troops off the walls. Yay! Hip hip hooray for wall dynamics. I mean, to tell the truth, it is accurate, but oh my god, that's so annoying. But, you know, it will knock your troops into buildings and just it instantly kills them. Like, how many are left? I don't think any of them survive. None of those survive. Luckily, we didn't get as many knocked off as it could have been. There are situations where you'll have a whole bunch of units bunch up on an area like that to attack it. And that's, that of course dooms the whole thing. It's also very hard to get these guys to attack, like, one... Okay, get over here. Oh, look. Still didn't do anything about those ladders, did they? Hey, geniuses. Get over here. I told you to patrol. Get over there and do something about the ladders. Let's get some engineers going here. I don't know. This is... It feels like I'm wasting so much time on this mission. For no good reason. I mean, I hate ladders. I hate ladders. My old enemy ladders. They make things take so much longer than they really need to, because you really have to spend time on it. I suppose you don't have to. Like, I could let them run around inside. I just like to keep them outside, so whatever. How's it going? How's it going, everybody? Look, ladders. Ladders ahoy! We have 2 swordsmen, but we have 20,000 ladders. So the odds of them getting on the walls are pretty damn high.
What's going on?
Yip for ladders. I guess we just needed more ladders in our life. So this is going to be known as the episode where I complain too much about ladders. And people say, stop complaining about the ladders. No. Ladders are annoying. They deserve the hate they get from me. So when I was talking about ladders in Stronghold 3, I actually was wrong. I'm so glad they got rid of that annoying mechanic. Ladders are obnoxious. Because, look, think about it this way. Like, you could either have a siege tower or you could have 30 ladders. Which one do you want to actually deal with as somebody who's playing the game, right? I can focus on a siege tower. I can't focus on 30 ladders that come at your walls all at the same time. That's ridiculous. It requires this high level of micromanagement to do anything about it. So yeah, I don't like that. We can't have that pitch right there. It's too close. I think I'm just gonna have this one be an entire length like that. And let's replace some of these pits, killing pits there. Okay, looking better. Still want to do something about this wall, but we need more stone. What? Am I out of...
Peasants has gone bad, sire.
I'm out of gold. Hot damn. I didn't see that one coming. Well, let's make some gold. Here we go. Here we go. There, that's enough. Last, we can have another tower. Where should I put it? I also wanted to start doing something about this estate. There can be more pitch rigs placed here. At least 3 more. So I'd like to do that as well. It looks like we have a hold up here, though, of wood. Like, this wood stockpile is just about as full as it can get. So that means a couple more carters over here, perhaps, as well.
Is that there, my lord?
Like that. And maybe like that. How many more can we place? Yeah, we can place quite a few. But we might need more population, yeah. There aren't quite enough peasants to fill that. I think what I'm going to do instead is just delete one of the woodcutters instead. How much are these sending?
The goods are on
Let's have them send wood.
Select goods. Choose amount. The goods are on the way, my lord.
Is this building inaccessible?
Select target. The goods are on the way.
Because it still doesn't have any peasants in it. Okay, now it does. Maybe that was the problem. Okay, it just doesn't. We just don't have enough population in this estate. Okay, delete that. Oh, we can also delete our woodcutters. I forgot about this because they were having to go all the way over. All the trees here are gone, so they're going to have to go all the way over there to the estate, which I don't want them to do. Okay, so we have our tower here.
A tanner has turned to crime, my lord.
I guess I'm putting it like that. I don't like it because there's some wall there that the spearmen, laddermen can still get on. Like, what do I do with this next bit of wall? I think
What do you
get the monks off of there. I think I'm going to delete this and sort of re-envision it. Go maybe like that. Yeah, like that. Okay,
You want our help?
so let's get the monks here.
Brothers, to the wall.
And oh, should we put some stairs here as well? Yeah, let's do that. And then, of course, siege equipment. So now for this final attack, I'm pretty sure something attacks from this side as well. So what I want to do is get...
Weapons needed, sire.
We also need a brazier up on top of this tower. I want to get this area defended better. It's like the next objective I've got.
Forward.
Let's get some of these new crossbows and put them over on this tower. And maybe... Should we put like killing pits right up against the wall? Because we're going to have a lot of wood coming in. I think we can afford to do this. I'm just going to fill this area with killing pits here. So that way, armored troops that get close to the walls will be caught in the killing pits. We do still have a lot of wheat or flour at the moment being ground, so... I mean, I personally wouldn't have put the granary over here, but I really didn't get to decide that. It was there. Could have deleted it, but then I'd have to buy the food back again until I could start producing enough. So I decided not to. Yes, overall, I think everything's going okay. We have enough food to turn rations up to extra.
Rations, lovely.
So I'll do that. I think we should start building some swordsmen. So, I mean, they mentioned start armor and sword production early, but I never really got around to it. Okay, that should give us enough gold. Okay, should we do 2? Because we could always sell that as well, couldn't we? Can we sell swords and armor? Yeah. It's like even if we did have too much, if you had too many swords and armor, we could still sell them for a profit.
Weapons needed,
Okay, we got a lot of archers and stuff over here.
Move out.
Yeah, this is just a very interesting area to try to defend, and I like this new approach to it because it means there's less diagonal wall. And diagonal walls are very tricky for me to defend because the placement system is grid-based, right? Okay, we got another attack coming here. And so that means that when you're trying to cut corners in a grid-based system, you have the diagonality working against you. If that makes any sense. I do want to get some killing pits over on this wall, though. So, about like that. Oh, wait. Slow down. Okay. Pause. I need to access one of these archers here. That's the problem when they bunch up like that. It's very hard to grab one. Okay, light that area on fire. I might be pausing again later. Pause there. See if we can get another archer out of here. Light that one on fire. Any trebs yet? Nope. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that was too late. Way too late. With the pikemen. Oh, I think here, though... I mean, how are you supposed to select an archer in this? I'm just gonna have to hotkey it. And hope it doesn't get killed. It's gonna save me a lot of time in the long run, I think. Taking care of some of these pikemen. No trebuchets, I'm impressed. What's up with that? Okay, so there are some swordsmen left, but I think by and large this attack has been quite tactfully dealt with.
Weapons needed, sire.
There's the ladderman, my old nemesis. Wait, I didn't know killing pits kill laddermen so easily. That's a great system. I mean, if you don't mind wasting killing pits and laddermen. Which of course does feel like a bit of a waste. Maybe I should let the ladderman get to my walls. That way I don't have to worry about that attack hanging around until the next attack arrives. Because that would be annoying too. Not to be able to clear up the... Okay, I think they're going to try to get some ladders up on the walls. We'll see how this goes. I might be able to take the laddermen out before they actually do anything. But in the meantime, I'm going to be working on the defenses over here. Oh, they should... No, they're not doing anything. Because there were a couple of ladders on the wall there. So I'm a bit surprised. And, yeah, I'm going to definitely put more pitch up around here. Because this is a favorite staging area for them in the later parts of the game. I think we're also going to need a hotkey and archer somewhere around here if I can grab one. So that way I don't have to worry about it. About whether or not I can fire on the pitch here. So I'm just going to have that one be a long line of pitch. But it's going to be broken right there. Yeah. The laddermen are still doing their own thing. I wonder.
How can we help?
Can these guys... Yeah, they can get the swordsmen. So I'm going to try doing that with the ballistas instead. See? Knock them back a bit. Swordsmen have pretty decent knockback resistance. They don't take a lot of damage from it. And can we get another one in here? I don't think so. No. Something about the way I set this up is wrong. I'm just going to add some little spurs here to that instead. Yep-a-dip.
Weapons needed, sire.
Apparently they're not attacking.
Sire.
Even though the ladders were getting to the walls from time to time. Quite a bit of wood here. Let's get some killing pits set up. I probably also want to replace a lot of the killing pits that got destroyed there. I was just hoping those laddermen would go, because they were activating them, which surprised me because I thought it was more reserved for units that were stronger. I didn't think 2 laddermen would do it, but apparently I was wrong. Yep. No laddermen, and they're still not doing anything. Okay, well, I'm going to be replacing these killing pits, as well as the pitch over here that was used last siege.
Has gone bad, sire.
That's not where I wanted to put it. There we go.
Wood needed, me lord.
Oh, we're low on wood. Can we still target these swordsmen or not? Apparently so.
Lift those bows, you dogs.
For what it's worth. There are only a few there. It's not that big of a deal. So, one of the things that we should do... Can we build macemen? I never checked. Yeah, we can. Do we have enough leather? We have plenty of leather armor. Okay, so what I want to do here is I want to buy some maces. And then I'm going to use those to help get rid of catapults or trebuchets in the later parts of the game.
Jump to it.
Which side do we need more units on? You got 18 and 19 there, and 27 and 14. Okay, I'm just going to split these, or try to split these between the 2 towers.
At the double.
I think they could both use a few more.
Weapons needed, sire.
2 stations.
Yeah, let's get them up there like that. So the plan, maybe I can create like another gatehouse here. Maybe. Maybe is a big word. Probably not. I was thinking I could put a gatehouse here, so that way it could be like a Sally Forth port for my macemen. I suppose we'll just use the front door. That won't be a problem. Yeah, so we're going to use the macemen to get rid of the trebuchets that come later on.
Recruits needed, sire.
Yeah, look at that. Siege camp still here. I should try to bait some of the swordsmen into attacking me.
Woman.
Here,
String up.
send the bowmen out there.
Your Highness.
So what I'm afraid of is that they'll send a whole bunch of trebuchets to stage in this area, and I won't be able to shoot at them because they're out of my range. And that's what the macemen are going to be for. So let's actually speed this up a little bit more. There's not a whole lot else going on at the moment.
Recruits needed, sire.
Oh,
We are your men.
our archer's expertly pulling them in. Look at that.
Your loyal archers.
Like a boss.
Our boars shall sing. We are on our way.
Okay, one left. Get him.
Bowman.
Oh, we have another attack.
Deploying.
We have another attack. Should I say we are under attack? So there you can see it. We're gonna have 2 siege camps now.
Weapons needed.
Because the other one wouldn't go away because there's 1 swordsman left. Or are there 2? It looks like it's just 1. I think it's just 1. Okay, pause. Wait. I don't think we have to be too worried about the pikemen.
A peasant has gone bad.
Oh, we have trebs. Okay.
Lively does it.
Let's try to get these trebuchets targeted early. Because sometimes the ballistas don't target the stuff I want them to target. Like they'll try to knock back laddermen, which is pretty meaningless to me in the grand scheme of things. Okay, pause this. We need our archer. Light this on fire. Let it burn. Lovely. Okay. Interestingly enough, that trebuchet is not setting up. Oh, I think it might have been dead already? Good enough for me. Okay. Well, let's actually light this one up as well. Keep forgetting the key presses. I recently mapped one of my mouse keys to pause the game. But I keep forgetting which one it is, so I press spacebar instead, because spacebar makes sense to me from an editor standpoint because I use it when I'm editing videos. So you press pause, or you press space to pause and unpause the timeline. And so that basically explains the thought process behind why I would press space to pause when it actually toggles the view. Like that. It's really annoying what they do with the camera. Because whenever you do the overhead view, right, they zoom it in automatically. Like, even if I'm zoomed all the way out right now, if I press this, I'm zoomed in, and I can zoom out again. So it's not like they respect your decision to keep the damn game view zoomed out. Or the game camera. Get that, swordsman. Yeah. There we go. So we have quite a few... We are out of maces. I suppose this is enough, maceman.
Your mark, sire.
Let's just speed this up a bit. Oh wait. Slow down. I need to do some repairs over here.
Woman, string up.
Need to get our pitch ditches back up. Did I have this as like one big pitch ditch? I forget. I think I did. Which I think turned out quite nice, so I'm going to do that again. And then of course we had our killing pits. We should have enough wood. Yeah, we have 500 wood.
Can't place that there, my lord.
So we can indulge in some killing pits here. Once again. Always nice. Guess I can put some pitch here. Can also put some killing pits over on this side. By the walls. Killing pits on the walls. Wait, that's not right. Okay. Looks like we got rid of that other siege camp.
Weapons needed, sire.
So now I think I legitimately can speed this up. So we should be completing this in under an hour.
Weapons needed, sire.
It seems the game speed does affect how blinky my cursor is. Like now it's super blinky for me. Like you can see it in the video, but for me, I can't see it half the time when I'm moving it, which makes it really difficult to tell where my mouse is. I'm gonna try putting this at 60. That's still pretty bad. 40 maybe? Yeah, 40 is better. So it seems like as I speed it up, the mouse cursor gets more flaky. And this is a noted problem if you're using G-Sync technology on your monitor while playing the game. Apparently this is a known problem. I mentioned it to the developers of Stronghold and they said, yeah, we know about it. I don't think they'll ever do anything about it because, to be honest, G-Sync has very low market penetration, so what are the odds that this is a problem worth fixing? It would be nice if I could just like use the system cursor instead, because a lot of the time that fixes these kind of custom cursor problems, but I don't see that happening either.
Crossbows, forward.
So I guess for the moment we're stuck with what we've got here.
We're moving.
And it is what it is. I think I'm just gonna put some killing bits over here. We have a lot of wood, so
Even to build here, my lord.
there's no point in not using it. Just layer this area up. Okay, we're out of wood now.
Weapons needed, sire.
I mean, I never ended up doing anything with my hops, which is a bit sad. I suppose I should just sell them. You have 12 ale. It's not that huge. Wait, so what do I have mostly in my granary? That mouse cursor is throwing me for a curve. Mostly apples and bread. So I could go ahead and delete those hunter's huts because they're really not helping me at all. Okay, we should have a final invasion coming in any minute here. There we go.
Weapons needed, sire.
It's the last invasion. Just gonna wait for them to get some trebuchets out, and then we're gonna slow this down a bit. Okay, there we go. Let's see if I can target just out of my range a bit here. They should be within range right there. Okay.
Lift those bows, you dogs!
It's really interesting how close the trebuchets need to get to my castle, because my archers can shoot at them, which is very unusual for a trebuchet. Most of the time that's not the case. And they never unpack. I wonder what happened to them this episode. Usually they'll unpack. You saw it happen the first time. During the first, I think it was the second attack. They had a trebuchet, they attacked my wall. They were able to unpack it, but like here, they're never unpacking them now. Which makes me, like, why are they getting so close? I mean, granted, it makes it easier, but it also doesn't make any sense.
People are
What?
leaving the castle.
Why would you allow them to get so close to the trebuchets? Maybe it's calculating for the project.
Why
Oh,
do they not attack? What are they waiting for?
I think they're missing some texture there on her. What do we call, like a veil, I suppose. They're waiting for me to speed the game up, obviously. Wait, did I pause it? No. I just don't have any peasants? What? How did I run out of peasants? All of a sudden? Really? What on earth is going on?
Look south, Mom.
Oh, there we go.
Is what they were waiting for. Reinforcements.
Reinforcements. Yeah, it was really interesting. All of a sudden, I don't have any peasants. Really? Huh. That is so strange. We do have more wood. Mwahaha. Time to get some more killing pits over here. They don't know what they're up against. Let's try to get some of these trebuchets down. I mean, if these trebuchets are as bad as the other ones, it won't even matter. But... wait, can our archers... wait, pause. I should be using my pitch. To use the pitch. Pause. As soon as the light on fire, let's light this one on fire. I'm gonna try to light all this up. Light that up. Light that up. Pause. Let's grab our other archer, light that up there. Archer number 2. Light this. Archer number 1. Oop, that was wrong. Light this. Light this. Light this. How's that looking? Oop. Wanted to see it from this side. Hey, beautiful. So, what else is left? That's most of his troops. They're ready into the thick of it. So it's just these. I think maybe I should light that area on fire right there. Hey, Maceman, get away. Didn't tell you to do anything. Yeah, they just didn't set up the trebuchets. I'm really disappointed in that. For some reason, the trebs never happened. Huh. Look at that. So sad. At least they got some of the laddermen on the walls, though. Managed to swing that one. Like, even with all these archers, they're still able to get that ladder up on top of the walls. Even with all these spearmen walking up and down the ladders for no goddamn reason. I mean, what's up with that, huh? Oh my god. This is what I'm talking about when we talk about how annoying the ladders are. Look at that. Like, they're all climbing up and down the ladders for no reason. Unbelievable. You just don't have any control over it as a player. It's like they're going to do whatever they're going to do and you can't change anything about that. But at least they're attacking me this time, so I don't actually have to go out there and get them myself. So I think that's it.
His Majesty the King.
Is this the valiant Sir Matthew Steele I have heard so much about? Is this mere slip of a lad really the slayer of the last Viking warlord? Stand up, man. The stories made you seem much taller. I almost feel I should be the one bowing to you.
My king, people have died. Many castles have fallen. Where were you when we needed you most?
Wait! Let him speak.
The people only see you running and hiding. Your Majesty, they think you a coward.
There's more to being king than the cut and thrust of war. Nothing would have pleased me more than to raise my sword in battle, but this country needs a living king. If that means I have to run and hide, then so be it. But I tell you this, from this day forth, by God, my people will know that they have their king.
Okay, so that pretty much completes this episode. Thank you very much for watching as always, and I hope to see you next time.